Hey folks, hey superstar. Hey, this is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin here. Hey, welcome to another Millionaire Midnight Rant podcast, folks. How are you? It's approximately 12:16 a.m. here tonight. Hey folks, how are you? So listen, let's do a Q&A tonight. If you're brand new to the rant, I am Wesley, $1 billion Virgin, your virtual millionaire mentor. I'm going to go live every single night to give you guys the opportunity to pick my brain here. Rosemary, how are you? Presley, Slick, how are you? Hey, put your warmth on my arm, man. Oh. Your hand's like an iron. That's amazing. It's like I'm a shirt that's wrinkled. Hey, folks, what's going on here? So listen, let's go ahead and get started early here tonight. Look at the view. And if you want to catch the podcast or if you'd like to catch any other episodes here, you can also find me on Apple Podcasts. Okay, folks? Or also, you can find me on Spotify, okay? Just type in Wesley $1 billion Virgin on Google or in the Google search bar, and you'll see my podcast so you can get access to all the episodes for free, by the way. Okay? Austin. Hey, folks, come on now. I have an online store. What free ads do you use? Free ads? There's no free ads, Rosemary. Gotta pay. Gotta pay to play. No one's gonna run free ads for you. Why would they do that? I would say Philip, Rosemary, hire someone from Fiverr first. Start there. And just find somebody to set it up for you. All right? Fiverr is very inexpensive. They're not the best at running Facebook ads, but they can get you to the point that you at least get a setup. Let me know if you guys can hear me. You should be able to hear me clearly here. Is it chipping out or is it me chipping? Chip, chip. That's right, Philip, Rosemary. Scared money don't make money. Remember that. Okay? And that goes for all of you. All of you are always looking for, you're looking for an easy way out. Listen, scared money don't make money. Okay? You're not going to make a ton of money if you're scared or afraid to invest in yourself. Okay? That's what it takes. You got to invest. Sometimes you're going to lose the money. So what? So you said you were going to explain better on why we don't have free will. Well, okay, yeah, I can explain that in 60 seconds. So, and I get it, ain't no reason. You didn't want it because you don't have free will. You don't have free choice. Does that make sense? So no, we don't have free will, but you can somewhat control or manage your choices, such as, like for instance, instead of being in a group of people who are just like you or hanging around average people, poor people, people that are negative, which people influence you, separating yourself from these people or strategically putting vision boards around your house, affirmations around your house. Like you can put yourself a part of the process and you can and influence yourself unconsciously this way. Does that make sense? I did this with my Lamborghini and I didn't know I did it. When I bought my first Lamborghini every single year sending you all type of gifts. So they sent me a calendar. So I put the calendar up, whatever. I didn't care. I wasn't thinking about it. And on that calendar, it was a Euros. I never wanted to buy Euros. I never was thinking about buying a Lamborghini Euros. 2 years later, I bought a Lamborghini Euros. And I looked, that picture of that Euros was there for the last 2 years. So what I want you to understand is, it's no such thing as really free will. You may think we have free will of choice, but we really don't. The choices that you're making are being influenced by things that are just outside of your awareness. Okay? What's next? Next question for me. But did that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? I know Toby King, he asked the question there. But we don't have free will, okay? Unfortunately. We think we do. It's the reason why people buy things that they don't need. All right? If we had total free will, why do people buy things they don't need? All right, why do people get in situations that they know they shouldn't get? I mean, yeah. What I would say is this: do your best to set up your environment in a way that the decisions that you make and the choices that you make align with your outcome or your goal. And that's what I do. Take Kelly Dunmarker, how are you? Bun Weber, how are you? Ant, how are you? Next question for me here, folks. I think I'm going to do a rant maybe tomorrow on how you can trick the brain to be successful. Honestly, it's getting to the point that this is just all pure science now. Even manifestation. There's a great video on the internet that really explains manifestation on the physical level, which I can't explain because this guy did the research. It talks about how, even the word manifestation came about and how it all started, which was like hundreds of years ago, by the way. But you could trick your brain to be successful. What do I mean by that? Like you could strategically put things in your environment that cause you to make decisions that align with what you want. I give an example. Like if you're in your bedroom right now, I think everybody is in their bedroom right now, right? But most people in their bedroom, they may have some pictures on their wall. They may have a bed. You may have a nightstand, right? And you may have a cheap fan that's blowing air in your face. I'm not sure. You have a blanket. But if you want to trick your brain to be successful, what I would do is I will put affirmations on my entire wall. Like I would say, I'm so grateful now that I make $1 million. I'm so grateful now that I close sales every day. I'm so grateful now that I'm a superstar. I'm so grateful now that I work out every single day and I have a healthy, strong body. Like what I would do, and I did this before when I was broke, I would put affirmations on my entire wall. I would cover my wall with affirmations. And then what I would do, I would take money and I'll put money all over my room. And I know it sounds crazy to you, right? It sounds silly, but it works. Because this is how the brain works. I would put money everywhere around my room, even in my bed. I did this. When I was on the air mattress, I would put money in my bed. I was sleeping with money. So when I would wake up, I would see money. When I would go to sleep, I would see money. I would just see money all the time. And then I would put pictures and vision boards of all the places I wanted to travel and the cars I wanted to buy and the people I wanted to bless. So I was conditioning myself to be successful. Now, I get it, because some of you, when you think about that, you say, well, how does that work? I mean, because I don't know what to do. I get it. No one knows what to do, by the way. When it comes to making a ton of money, no one exactly knows exactly how to make $1 million or 2 million or 3 million, 4 million to be successful. What I'm sharing with you is if you put things around you, like the outcome, because you don't really want the money, you want the outcome, right? You want what the money will buy. What happens is your brain starts to imprint this stuff. Like you start to see it all the time. Like you're seeing cars and vacation spots and money everywhere. What's happening, you're conditioning your mind unconsciously that like this is just your reality. Cars and money always around you. And now you're able to see the opportunities clearly, if that makes sense to you. Does that make sense, folks? I mean, listen, it's not that difficult. Okay, let me explain it this way. Let me go deeper. Think about people that are poor and average. Think about it for a second. People that are poor and people that are average. What do poor and average people do on a daily basis? They get up. They don't want to get up. They just snooze. Right? Maybe they have time for breakfast. Maybe they have time to drink some coffee. Right? But think about it. They're walking through their house. They're not seeing anything different. They're seeing the same house, same couch, same dining table, same refrigerator, same everything, right? Every day. Right? They walk to the car, the same car, right? Driving that same car, the same route to work. You go to work, you see the same employees, the same coworkers that you don't really like. Some people like, some people you don't. What I want you to understand is like you're conditioning yourself to be exactly who you are, and you're reinforcing it. What I'm suggesting, you need a pattern interrupt. Like if you have a 9-to-5 job, you want to start a business, okay, great. In your home, place something that is outside of the norm. Like say if you want a Rolls Royce, not saying that you want a Rolls, but say if you do. Well, put a picture of a Rolls Royce everywhere. Just do it. Okay? Say if you want to make $100,000 a year. Well, go to your computer, type, I'm so grateful now I make $100,000 a year, and put it somewhere you can see it every single day. Like, you know what I did on my bathroom mirror? On my bathroom mirror, it says, I'm so grateful now that I make $300,000 per day. It's been there for 2 years. Every day I see it. Every day, every day, every day. What I'm saying is you have to give the brain a pattern interrupt. You want to be rich and you want to be successful, but your home, your apartment, there's nothing different. It's the same cheap furniture, the same car, same everything. Does that make sense? How to always feel good as I am already a millionaire. I want that frequency. I mean, like I said before, you know what you can do tomorrow? And most of you won't do it. Go to the bank and get 100 ones. Go to the bank and ask the teller to give you 100 ones. And just put it all over your house. I swear, just do it. Just put it on the floor, everywhere. And don't think twice about it. Just do it. Okay? Put the cash everywhere. So you're stepping on the cash. You're seeing the cash. Because that's what you're seeing. You have to take advantage of your five senses. If you're seeing cash all the time, it's going to be assumed that cash is always around you. You know what I would never do? I would never put bills on my kitchen counter. Like, we've been conditioned that, our parents put bills on the kitchen counter, always on the kitchen. Like, who wants to see bills when you've worked 10 hours a day? The first thing, you don't want to see bills. Things you got to pay. Things you haven't paid. That's not going to put you in the best mood. What I would do, I would put money all over your kitchen counter. Just do it, Like, don't knock it until you try it, because it works. Yeah, listen. Hit the like and share button if you want me to post this on YouTube and post this on my Spotify. I'm giving you very practical things you could do to trick your brain to be successful. Remember, the brain was created for you to survive, not to thrive. So the thing is, we have to be smart. Why do you think not all children, but some children that have a very rich and wealthy parents, they've been exposed to certain things. So, they may tend to have more confidence than the average kid. They may be more resilient, or certain things might not bother them as much as, it's because they've been around it in their environment. So it becomes their normal, especially children that are around successful parents. Okay. So what I'm saying is, you can set yourself up for success. I apologize for the yawning, folks. Hit the like and share button if you want me to post this video. Because I would suggest to go back to it, honestly. Okay? It's your job to manage the brain's focus. See, the thing is, if you're spending time on social media all the time, or you just randomly doing shit in life, then you're not managing your focus. That's why sometimes you can just feel pissed off. You can feel depressed. You can feel sad. You can feel just not yourself. And you don't know why you're feeling this way. It's because you're just exposing yourself to everything. If you wrote in your journal every day and wrote how grateful you are about whatever you're trying to do, then that's your focus. Your focus is on that. You're writing, I'm so grateful now that blah, 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 whatever. Well, that's where your focus is. If you spend 15 minutes a day reading a self-help book, that's your focus. If you spend about 5 minutes looking at vacation spots around the world that you'll travel to, that's your focus. Does that make sense? But many of you just spend a lot of your time and focus on social media and on your phone. And when you're on your phone, I already know what apps that you're using. You're using TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. And Facebook and TikTok and Instagram is just very random. They're giving you random shit, like over and over again. And your brain is absorbing this information. You can see something that's sad on TikTok, something that's inspiring, something that pisses you off, something that makes you cry. I mean, you've been so overwhelmed with all these emotional disturbances on social media, and you wonder why you can't focus. It's obvious why you can't focus. Is it better to watch yourself experiencing or watch yourself now experiencing it? Either one is fine. No one is better. Either one is fine. Example. Folks, comment the word value if you're getting value here tonight. Let me know. And like I said again, I would suggest to listen to this again, honestly. Like really watch it again and really listen to it. Especially on the part when I talk about tricking your brain to be successful. And it works. And you may say, well, how long it takes? It may take a year, 2 years, 3 years, maybe. But it's okay. It works, though. To me, that is just one of the most, it's very practical and it's something easy that anyone can do. Create a vision board, writing your journal every day. And that's something you can, and that's exactly what I did. Like, I want you to be a top setter. You may think to yourself, Anthony, well, how can I be a top setter on Wesley Virgin's team? Because since I manifested to be on his team, but what do I really want? I don't want to just work for Wesley Virgin. I want to make a ton of money with Wesley Virgin. You see why clarity is so powerful? So now, Anthony, there's an opportunity for you to get more clear on what you want. Now you're working for me. Great. How much money you want to make per month? How many deals you want to close per day? Manifest it. Clarity is power. Remember that. I've had many people who manifested to work with me, and now they don't work with me any longer. Because that's not what they really want. It's just like $1 million. You don't want $1 million. You want what the $1 million is going to bring you. You got to go deeper. Any more questions for me? Any more questions for me? Is it true that some men don't like tapping into their feelings, so they don't? Well, I'll tell you this, that as men, let me see how I can explain this. Men typically are logical, right? We're not so emotional, even though we can be emotional, but depending on the emotion that you're feeling and how you're expressing yourself emotionally, men tend not to do that. But I'll tell you this. I believe a man can be emotional, but he must have emotional intelligence. And I think when you talk about a man being emotional, I guess you're talking about if he's sad or if he's down, if he's crying, whatever. Now this is my philosophy. If you're going to be sad or complain or cry or whatever, do it by yourself, with yourself. Like, don't tell your girl how emotional you feel right now. Oh, baby, I feel terrible. I feel this. And they're doing this. Don't do that. And I think men think it should be okay, but it's not okay. And I get it. Your woman told you, oh, I want you to be more emotional with me. I want you. Well, you have to be smart, man. A woman doesn't want an emotional man. I'm not saying that the man can't be in tune with how he feels, but you have to be intelligent around that. Doesn't mean to cry and whine and bitch and complain to your woman and tell your woman you don't know what you're going to do and I don't know. Now if somebody died, that's different. But you got to have some intelligence around your emotions. Your woman, she looks to you to be her provider, to be her protector. So if you think that your woman wanting you to be more emotional means that you're going to unload and vent, everything that's happening in your life and that you don't know what you're going to do and this happened and you're sad and if you're going to cry to your woman, I wouldn't suggest that. If you're going to cry by yourself. In my opinion, a man shouldn't cry unless somebody dies. Like if somebody die, okay. But other than that, I don't know the point of crying about anything. You're never gonna see nor hear me cry unless somebody died that I care about, maybe, and I may just shed a tear. But I'm not crying. And men, you shouldn't cry as well. It's nothing to cry about, because crying don't fix and doesn't create solutions. Let the woman cry. Does that make sense? So, it's not that men don't like tapping into their feelings or being emotional, but men, listen, you have to be strong. Period. Strong means that you're not complaining and crying and, oh, I'm so sad about this and I can't believe they did this to me and blah, 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 blah. I mean, what the hell is that? To me, that's not a manly man. And it's so unfortunate that women have persuaded men that it's okay to be so-called emotional. So you got these men out here that crying to their woman and, looking for their woman for support because this is not going the way that they want it to go. To me, that's absolutely insane. Okay. A man should be crying, I'm sorry. Ever. Unless somebody died. If no one's dying, you're not crying. Okay. The man is the man for the reason. Because in a relationship, very specifically, the man is there to protect, to provide security. Your woman needs to feel safe with you. If you are an emotional, unintelligent human being or man, then what do your woman do? Like, who does she go to feel safe? watch a woman cry on your shoulder, don't cry on hers. Okay? How do you know you're being clear when writing down your goals and vision? Just ask yourself, why? Whenever you write down a goal, ask yourself, why do you want it? Ask yourself, why? And then ask yourself, can you be more detailed? So and say, you know what, you might write down, I want to travel the world. Well, where? Where specifically would you like to travel? Get it? That's how you know. When they shut down, it's like they were only just talking. When who shut down? What are you talking about? Hey, Monica, how are you? Monica Santos. What's next? And I tell you this, woman, because I think that's a young lady that's asking these questions here about men, women. Stop spending so much time and focus trying to get a man. Let me tell you something. The more successful women that I know with men, they would never seek in a man. They would never out there like, oh, let me go find me a man. And trying to like understand the man. Let me try to figure him out. I'm going to be very honest with you. The women that I know that are very successful in relationships with the man that they want, they would never out here, oh, I'm trying to find a man. I'm trying to understand a man. I'm trying to understand him and let me attract him and what I'm doing wrong with him. Never. I'm going to be honest with you. What I suggest, women, spend time with yourself. Spend time with yourself means becoming the best version of yourself that a man would naturally gravitate toward. If a man is not gravitating towards you, I'll tell you why. Some of you women are not going to like this, but some of you, like, you don't work out. You don't go to the gym. You know, some of you are probably too overweight, or some of you don't take care of yourself. Like, you don't look presentable. Some of you, you have the so-called bitch face, right? You're not approachable. You don't smile. You walk around like somebody shot your dog. So why do you expect a man? Why would a man want to approach a woman like that? I mean, listen, 1, work out. 2, eat well. Like, honestly, eat well. 3, take care of yourself. How you look, your skin, your hygiene, your nails, your hair. Like, just don't leave your house looking crazy. 3, smile. Like, when you walk around the planet, have a smile on your face. Men typically approach women that have body language that is open. A woman that's smiling, a woman that has a soft face. I call it the soft face. Some of you women, you have a hard face. Nobody wants to approach you. Some of you women, you can just look at your face and I can tell that you had not a hard day. You have a hard life. And I don't want no part of it. Does that make sense? What's next here? Sarah sent something about your videos to you and Ariella. She said she'll let you know, too. Just saying it. here just in case you didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't see it. Send it my way and I'll take a look at it. What's next here, folks? What's next? And a lot of you men, you need, if I'm talking to men now, a lot of you men just need to learn how to be a man, because maybe you didn't have a father that taught you how to be a proper man. And you may say, well, how do I do that? How do I learn how to be a man? Well, get around a man that you admire. Like whatever you admire about a man, get around that man. You know, a man that you admire. A man that definitely a man that's confident, a man that's resilient. You need to get an example, because even men as well, they just complain too much about women. And that is not a manly character to complain about a woman, my God. And so many men, God, my God, they're always complaining about a woman. You know, just these videos that are online about women. Women do this, women do that, women do that, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Who cares about women? Can we focus on the money? Focus on the money. Build the business. If you focus on the money, you build the business, go to the gym, work out, then the woman will find you. And then if they're not acting right, they will. A woman would change for the right man. I'll tell you that. To follow up based on what you just expressed about women, what if it's the man in your life is the one causing you to be that way? So first of all, no man can cause you to be anything. You are allowing that man. You're allowing that man to make you act the way that you're acting, or behave the way that you're behaving. No man can make you do anything. And then if it's the man that's in your life, why is that type of man still in your life? Because you've justified it. You've justified, even though you know he's toxic, and you know that maybe he's not the right suitor to be in your life. You've justified why he's still there. So the problem is with you, young lady, not the man. Man, it's getting hard, yeah. Being seen. You know what the young lady just said? I hear it all the time. Oh, the man is causing me to. The man made me this way. The man. Really? So you're allowing the man to have so much power over you? I mean, can you not make a choice? Can you not make decisions for yourself? Can you not say no? The issue is, a lot of you women, you don't have standards for the man that you date and the man that you select. You don't have standards. You just allow anything to enter your life because you don't have standards. You haven't written down the standards, the things that you want and the things that you won't tolerate. You don't have that. But then women never get married and then can't have kids anymore. Is that a question? No. Some woman change to keep the man, but then ends up losing herself. No, that doesn't even make any sense. How does a woman lose herself? Explain to me. Like, how does a woman lose herself? I just think that's a piss poor word to describe what happens with a woman when she's with a man that she knows that maybe this is not the man for her, but for a variety of reasons she chooses to stay. But there's no woman losing themselves, first of all. It's just an inaccurate description of what's actually going on. You're not losing yourself. What's happening is if you're with a man that you know you shouldn't be with, and you're trying your best to be the type of woman that he wants you to be, but you become a person that you don't like, that's the problem. Because there's nothing wrong with changing. I think everybody in life, we're always going to evolve. We're always going to change. And I think we should change for the better. But if you're not changing for the better, that's the problem. It's not that you're losing yourself. You're just changing in a way to please the man. But the person that you're becoming is a person that you don't like. But you already knew that. Like, that's not like, you saw it happen. You see, you notice how you feel. So you know what's going on. It's not like you're oblivious to what's happening. You just justified it. See, women are very interesting in this town. You know, women are very smart, but they'll play stupid very quickly. They'll be like, well, you know, but I didn't know. Come on now. Come on, ladies. Well, I didn't know. Well, I didn't know he was like that. I didn't know. Okay. Sure. Hey, Sammy, how are you? Wow, some women become better versions of themselves and attract high-value experiences. Hey, Luna, how are you? Sadie, how are you? I don't want to work for you. If you have to change 100 things about yourself, he never liked you anyway. He isn't the one, correct? He just was bored. I mean, like I said before, a lot of you women, you just don't have standards as it relates to a man. Like, you haven't written down, what type of man do I want to attract? You haven't done that. So if you haven't done that, then you're going to get and attract all type of men, okay? All type of random men. And a lot of you women, the reason why you stay in situations because your need and desire for love and connection, like you want it so badly. You want someone to care about you. You want somebody to love you, and you want to feel connected to someone. Like some of you women, that's a very, very important desire for you. So you just take anything. And those type of women, in my opinion, they just don't love themselves. So they seek love in a man that they know they should not date or even spend any time with. They know. If you were broke and don't want to work for other people, and the man, what would be your next move? I would just, me personally, I would be a car salesman. Just sell cars. because I may need to work for other people to make some money. I would just sell something. What's next? Next question. Why cars was the first pick? Well, because I think it's just easy. I don't think I would just go visit 20 to 50 car lots and I say, hey, my name is Wesley Virgin. I want to sell for you. I want to apply for a sales job. I could sell ice cream to an ice cream. Whatever. I would sell myself. And it's just easy. And then if you get hired, I would just start selling. But it don't have to be cars. It could be door-to-door sales. But it'll be a sales job for sure. I want to get paid based off my value. I want to make commission. I don't want to make an hourly wage. And, a car lot's the first thing I thought of because you can just drive to every car dealership in your city and just ask for a job and sell them. So honestly, it doesn't matter why I chose cars. You ask me what would I do? That's what I would do. Doesn't matter why. The point is that I made a decision. All right, we're selling cars today. Let's go. Good job, Scott. And the reason why I would find a sales job because, well, obviously I need to learn how to sell. Because if I want my own company one day, every CEO needs to know how to sell, period. So I will learn. How many months were you homeless? I was never homeless. I slept in my car only because I had a fight with my girlfriend decades ago. But not a physical fight. It was just, we just argue all the time. And I didn't have any money to get a hotel. Do you agree with my last comment? Hey, Wes, I notice it's a must. Will you change your mind if for any wealth will come your way? Because you almost said, well, that'll make you meet. I'm confused. Hey, Reese Cobb Jr., how are you? All right, folks. If you don't have any more questions for me, thank you for joining me here tonight. And if you got any value, hit the like and share button or just comment the word value below. And remember, you can go to Apple Podcasts and Spotify to get access to every episode that I've created online in the past 5 years. So I'll be back tomorrow, and I suggest to listen to this again. Repetition is the mother of skill. Listen to it again. Just trust me. Listen to it again. There's something that you missed. Listen to it again. Much love, and let's go.